What is the service or what? Yes. Exactly.
Good evening.
Good
evening. It's a pleasure to welcome all of you to this scintillating meeting today. One more special meeting. When I was young, I used to eat about 10 idlis. My wife used to say, when you're going to stop? She was not telling verbally. But now I'm having 3 quality idlis. I enjoy every idli that I eat. So for me now, quality is more important, not the quantity. The same thing for us in Toastmaster Club. More is merrier, but even there's less number of members, we believe that every meeting has to be special. Every member has to take back some message and learning from each of the meetings. Like any other global organization, Toastmasters also has a mission. Let me summarize the mission of Toastmasters, which is we provide a mutually supportive and positive learning environment in which every member gets opportunity to develop oral communication and leadership skills, which in foster their personal growth and self-confidence. Such a wonderful mission, right? We all come here to develop self-confidence, irrespective of age, irrespective of profession. There's an opportunity to grow our self-confidence. And we all want to grow in our personal and career growth. So we are all here week after week. What is the quality of a leader that you look up to? Think of any leader, like maybe Narendra Modi ji or any great leader. What qualities you look up to in a leader? Quickly.
Confidence.
Confidence.
Lead by example.
Lead by example. What you look for in a leader? Humility. Very humble.
Vision.
Vision.
Hard work.
Hard work. Smart work as well. So the person I'm going to invite next is a leader who has all these qualities and more. He is the presiding officer and the president of our club. Help me welcome Toastmaster Saikaji.
I need a French cut and a little bit hair on me. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hope all are alive and kicking here. Not kicking. Good. My privilege that I've started the meeting number 201 last meeting, and luckily that was our inauguration day, foundation day. Again, I'm starting the meeting number 202 officially. See, some guests are there today. Before going towards the guest introduction, I would like to convey that the minutes of the meeting shared in the group of the last meeting, 201 meeting, has been shared in the group twice by the VP Education, Toastmaster Ramdas, but you just give me the acknowledgement you have gone through by the demo of the last meeting.
Yes.
Thank you. I can see one guest is sitting here. I'll start with you first. Give a brief introduction of you.
Thank you so much. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. My name is Nimisha. I belong to District 121 from BTM Toastmasters Club, and I work in O9 Solutions as a learning design architect. I'm into learning and development basically. So very happy to be here. Very thankful to Toastmasters Center for giving me this opportunity to come here. So looking forward to this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Nimisha, Toastmaster Nimisha. She is a Toastmaster also. We are eagerly waiting. Now, please give a brief introduction. Yes.
Good evening, everybody. Right up. See, actually, Everything is right.
habit of like I have practiced in speaking before children, students in our institution. Not like this. The first time I was doing, I need to prepare. Just I came for that. So I'm, as you know, my name Arul Sakti actually, but I'm called like that. In our institution they call me Satya shortly because Arul in sense that it shows that it's Tamilian like that just in so just Satya. So I'm we are running a institution in Mardi Road, far from 30 years. It's service minded, it's budget oriented actually. If it's an education institution, everything's money minded. It's not at all like that. So we are doing service. So I had an intention to be like just joining Toastmasters after I came to know by some link after I became a member of NITK Club Rotary. So just even Rashmi encouraged me to come. So, but I like, but the thing is, time is odd. I can't stay often. I can occasionally come, but still I have to used to. I just can attend one or two meetings, then just I decide to join. But it's nice place here, meeting all of you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We got another recipe among us today. Thank you for coming. 2 months back, I was traveling from Jaipur to Bangalore, returning from Jaipur. I'll share a story. I met with an Australian lady. I asked her that what is the best thing you. She said, pay like India. How come you say only pay like India? She said this is the first time that was her fourth visit to India. This is the first time I'm not carrying much cash. I just landed in the airport. I transfer money, that foreign currency in the wallet, and I'm buying coconut with that money. So she said that I'm carrying less money and buying more coconut with that wallet. So this is a transformation, the digital transformation we have observed, the golden age of technology for India. So I'll give some stats also. 2005, I was pursuing my MBA. That time the BSNL, the landline with that one dial-up connection, they have given the complimentary connection, 2 paisa per kbps. It was we used to do the Orkut and all those things that time. So it was a very, 100 kbps, we are paying only 1 rupee. So it's a very good experience we got that time. Now, this is one slide. In 2013, the total users, internet users in India, it was only 60 million. Yes, 60 million. If you see now, up to last year, it was 850 million. In 10 years of time, 1 decade, we got 60 million, 850 million. I'm not referring to 2005. I don't know what was the users that time. And another shocking data I got of late, that this is the first time last year the rural users, internet users, crossed the urban users. This is the first time in India. So this is huge. Another experience, my first job was in IIFL. I was joined as a research associate there. So we need to place the order that time. Place the order. So what we need to do? We need to call the person, dealer. Hey, place the order. 1,000 Reliance, you put 1,000 Reliance, you place the order. This thing, hey, buy this thing. A lot of people are shouting from this side. Oh, you place the order, you place the order. It was a maze that time. Now, what we are doing? We're opening the phone. Every day morning, I'm checking these people in the metro, sitting in the metro, they're placing the order. Okay, 1,000 Reliance, this thing. Oh, place order. That's all. No noise, no maze, nothing. This is called the digital transformation. In last 10, 15 years, that is what we observe. And I said that this is something the world watching for us. How to execute, how to initiate this digital transformation, the vision. We should salute the assiduous efforts by the governments and the respective authorities who made this possible. Give a big round of applause for this authorities and whoever made this thing happen. I have a predilection toward my life to use the digital transaction, digital shopping. I started the first, I remember I bought the book from Flipkart in 2009. That time they are selling the book via Flipkart. Then when Amazon came in India 2013, it came in June. I bought the first phone in September 2013, Lumia 510 from Amazon. Everyone said, oh, this is fraud, don't go with this. But I bought and got the phone and used for 2 odd years. But think about those, the old fellow who have accepted this thing and acknowledged the digital transformation, digital India. Another big round of applause for those guys. So this is all these are my experiences from my life, that what I felt regarding the digital transformation, digital vision. To throw more light on this topic, I would like to call a person. She is my metro company. We are coming via metro together whenever it's possible. And also, when I met with her first, I heard that she experienced computer everywhere. This is also computer, this is also computer. It's like that for her. So again, please give a big round of applause and welcome our Madam Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Rashmi. Stage is all yours.
Thank you. Thanks for the wonderful introduction. Today's topic is, as you have already heard a little bit, Digital India Reshaping Our Nation. The reason I chose this topic is we are all experiencing this, but wanted to get more into the vision of how it happened. Today's India is very confident. Sense of time has been embedded in every one of the people here. Said this statement, Nandan Nilekani. We all know who Nandan Nilekani is. He's the co-founder of Infosys. He also spearheaded the digitization in India. So when he first started Infosys, he and his friends had a very hard time convincing everyone for the original Infosys, right? Or startup. That was the original startup. No one would understand why they are doing a startup. They had to convince everyone. Now, a person coming out of IIT can just have a startup. No one will question them. Things are easy. Everything you can do, registration, everything you can do online. That is the ease which we have brought into society now. When Nandan Nilekani wanted to serve the country, he was given an opportunity to work with the Bangalore Agenda Task Force. He took that as the government. He realized very soon that the way they work there is completely different from the private sector. There are a lot of issues there. And he also slowly understood that technology is the only solution for all these. So when he was given the Aadhaar and when he was given the India Stack, he did not miss the opportunity. He took it right now. So what is Aadhaar? Aadhaar is one of the biggest biometric projects in India. It has about 1.8 crores of people on it. They are safely connected. They all feel the inclusion in sharing their IDs. They all feel they belong to each other. On top of that, they build the KYC, which is again another safe environment. They can also go check on the history, but still it is safe. With that, the banks, they realize how to get into the banks. So what is India Stack? Everyone uses internet, GPS. They also use India Stack without their knowledge. This is behind the scene. It is a layered way of organizing the system. Now this layered infrastructure is the public infrastructure which we are using right now. That is the India Stack. Whatever we are using right now, behind the scenes, we are using the India Stack, the public domain. Between these two, once they figured out the bank and once they figured out the India Stack, now they realized mobiles were being used a lot. In 2006, the government had actually started looking into unique IDs, but not digital IDs. So when Nandan Nilikani was called over, he proposed digital IDs, and they took over digital IDs. And when they were discussing digital IDs, mobile phone usage just rose. So they said this is when we have to use both of these, the stack, IDs, and the mobiles. Putting all these together, you have the digital revolution. Now, this digital revolution took off post 2016 because of the IDs, because of the mobiles, because of the Aadhaar, because of the low payment by the Geo, which they came in and said we're going to do the lowest payment. And then the last one was the cheap data again from them. Because of this, the entire India started using in every corner. Now we know even the beggars are using the UPI, the QR codes when you go there. I have a couple of photographs of that. If anyone wants to see it, I can share. This was the visionary idea of the leadership of Nandan Nilekan. So what is up for us now? Going forward, what is there? Going forward, we have something called APAR. This has been introduced in February. It's one nation, one education ID. You can rejoin your education if you have dropped off. You can do anything you want with your ID. It's one ID. You can continue your education if you have stopped education, all these things. This was very interesting. I need to look a little bit more on this. The government realized you can enter any sector. They have tried a couple of programs like Diksha program. They introduced this during the COVID time, wherein all the trainers, the teachers were taught online. And then Jan Dhan Yoga. There were about 8 crore people who actually got their bank accounts created because of the KYC and because of the Aadhaar IDs. The healthcare, they are building another healthcare stack now, where if you have a record, medical record, it can be interused between the different healthcare IDs. I mean healthcare levels. I think they are trying to build that up. Of UPI, we already know where we stand. Going forward, they are also looking at getting loans just on the usage of your information, collateral on the information, not on the property or any of those things. If your information, the way you are using it is accurate, then you will be able to get a loan. They're trying to build on top of that. The analysis is going on top of that right now. Of course, AI is coming everywhere. AI in every layer will be looked into. Every use case will be verified, tested, and then released. It will only complement the AI Indian stack. It will never replace any stack. With this, I think India will be a place where everyone can look up and see where we are going. With this, Nandan Nilekani may also propose the same India stack or similar to India stack in other countries. For example, France is already taking the QR code and they are saying you can take a selfie, win rupees, and it is a QR code in France. So people are opting to the QR code and the UPI in India. So we are slowly getting there and they are looking up to us. It's a beautiful time to be here. And we can have a lot of startups and a lot of things coming in and we can really make something out of this. Nandan Nilekani was another visionary person, Ralph C. Smedley. He introduced Toastmasters in 1924 in October. He had a vision where he wanted everyone to be able to talk and every team member to be able to help someone talk fluently and confidently. This is where we all are here now because of Rasi Smedley and his vision. Now, for the benefit of the guest, we have three portions in a session. It is prepared speeches, it is table topics, and the last one is the evaluation session. So let's get started with the first session. Yes, the tag role. The To help us with these speeches, we do have the soldiers here who are going to help us maintain the time, how many hours we say, and then the grammar. The timer for today is Toastmaster Ramchandra. Sorry, yeah, Toastmaster Anand Ramchandra.
Like the digital transformation, I'm going to look into the whole thing and note down to the last second and make sure that you finish your speeches on time and not get disqualified. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Our counter is Saikat Nandi, Toastmaster Saikat.
While delivering a speech, we used to use a lot of crutch work. We should say CRPF word. Crutch words, repetition, pauses, and pillars. This is called CRPF. This is not the police kind of thing. This is CRPF. So my role today as an R counter to note down all those CRPF words, and I provide my report at the end of the meeting while called upon by the general evaluator. Be careful, everyone. I'll give my report accordingly.
Thank you so much. The next person is a grammarian who will be helping us. And to help us in keeping our grammar straight, I would like to call upon Toastmaster Suparna Ghoshal.
Language without grammar is useless. That's one standard statement. You use grammar, you are able to communicate. You change one article, your communication goes wrong. So my job here today evening is to understand how good are you using your language in terms of grammar, and I'll also take a note of the good usages and the bad usages, and kindly use the word transform in all your talks. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Now let's start our first section. The first section is the prepared speeches. To evaluate the first speech, I would like to call upon the equity research analyst and an independent financial consultant. And he is also, of course, my metro partner, like how he said. And he's so dedicated that last time when he went outside, when he came back early in the morning, he went to work, finished about 6 to 7 meetings, and then came to the talk. That is the level of dedication he has towards Toastmasters. Kudos, and I would like to call upon Toastmaster Saikat to give the guidelines for the speech.
The speaker is delivering his L1 P2 speech. The purpose of the project for the speaker is to learn and review the basic method for writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. Timer, please note down the time. Speech length is 5 to 7 minutes with a grace period of 30 seconds. Break a leg, speaker. Over to you.
Thank you so much. Our next speaker is, by profession, a senior manager at Capgemini. He believes India is making strides in digital and AI growth, and he's a firm believer that Digital India will be the new India to watch out at the global scale. I would like to call our next speaker, who will be talking on the persuasive influence L1P2, the art of persuasion, Toastmaster Bopaya. Toastmaster Bopaya, the art of persuasion.
Will not move them.
Kiss me, close your eyes and kiss me. I can read your lips on your fingertips. I can feel your smile upon my lips and happiness in your eyes. I'm sure everyone has heard this song. And now when I take out this packet, your mind is filled with happiness and joy. There's an equally compelling product, cigarettes. In India, a 2003 law banned all forms of tobacco advertisements, with the exception of point of sale and on-pack advertising. So where do we hear or see about cigarettes these days? Yes, prior to every movie in the cinema halls, where they show graphic scenes of people suffering because of tobacco smoke. You also see cigarette ads on the packs, where they show graphic images to deter people, especially children, from picking up the habit. However, tobacco advertisements are still legal in countries like Indonesia and a few other countries. Dear Toastmaster of the day and my fellow Toastmasters, now let's reverse the situation. What if I were to show cigarettes in a good light? Something that enhances your mood, something that makes your life a better one, something that evokes ideas for innovation. And when I persuade you with this ideology over and over again, there will be a point where you would say, I think I should give it a try. Now sense this. Kiss me, close your eyes and miss me. I can feel your breath that smells of mint. I can see your eyes seducing a bit and naughtiness in your smile. Now this is a song that just came up for a cigarette brand. Now if I play this over and over again, would your perception about cigarettes change? Maybe. Now you see the ads I just kept before you on the table. Now these were ads that were produced before the ban in India and other countries. You must recognize one famous Bollywood actor promoting a brand of cigarette. There's also a brand which is targeted towards pregnant women, saying that this is the taste that expectant women crave. Now looking at these ads, has your perception about cigarettes changed? Instead of the graphic cigarette ads that they show before the movies, let's say we run ads talking about the bad effects of chocolates. Imagine an ad that goes, "A chocolate ruined my life. It gave me type 2 diabetes, which is now irreversible. I wish long back somebody had told me about the excessive content of sugar in chocolates and the harmful effects of chocolates. I wouldn't be in this situation today." Imagine playing this advisory message over and over again in theaters. Would your perception about chocolates change? Would chocolates still be mesmerizing and silky, or would it make you take a step back before you take a bite of that giant bite of that 5-star? Persuasion is the art of influencing someone to do something that they would not otherwise do. In marketing, persuasion is used to convince people to buy products or service. The Indian chocolate market in 2003 was at, the Indian chocolate market in 2023 was at $2,000 million, which is expected to grow to $3,000 million by 2027. A single 100 grams of chocolate bar contains approximately 60 grams of sugar, and yet we are happy when we talk about chocolates. All marketing evangelizes chocolate during happy occasions. The number of chocolates children consume during festivities is insane. Trick or treat, anyone? On the other hand, the tobacco market today is at $13,700 million in 2024, which is expected to grow at a CAGR of 4.5% to about $16,000 million by 2028. Here are some unknown facts about cigarettes. Tobacco is believed to be an antiseptic and stops internal bleeding in a lot of cases. It reduces stress and induces neurosensory activities in a lot of individuals, which probably explains why a lot of creative people tend to smoke. Nicotine is considered to be a valuable pharmaceutical agent. It induces a lot of neurotransmitters within the body, which result in positive reinforcement, reduction in body weight, enhanced moods, protection against Parkinson's disease, Tourette's disease, and Alzheimer's disease. Yet, we are disgusted when we talk about cigarettes and smoking. Smoking kills, but so does diabetes. My dear fellow Toastmasters, the facts that I just presented are not true. These are distorted facts, the same way advertisers and marketers distort facts about chocolates when advertising them. The point I want to drive here is that when you persuade someone to satisfy your selfish needs, you more often than not tend to succeed. Because as I say in marketing, people do not know what they want, and it is our job to tell them what they want or do not want. So with this, the message I want everyone to carry home is this. Let us use our discretion when we see or hear anything. Let us always try to seek the truth. Like Edward Murrow said, to be persuasive, we must be believable. To be believable, we must be credible. And to be credible, we must be truthful. And let us use these ideologies to transform the way we look at ads and to transform the way somebody pursues us to look at something. Thank you.
Wonderful speech. That is a lot of material and it made you think a lot. I think I'm going to be thinking about this all day today, all the way back. Moving to the next speech, we have the evaluator who is the tigress of our club. She also comes from advertising and communications. I'm sure she was able to relate to what Bopaya was saying, Toastmaster Bopaya was saying. Our Bengal tigress can speak 5 languages. She is passionate about public speaking and she is also a happiness coach. Toastmaster Suparna, can you give us the guidelines for the next speech?
Our next speaker is, her pathway is visionary pathway. She's here to deliver her level 1 speech. And what does the level 1 speech talk about? It talks about the purpose of this project is to practice applying feedback and serve as a speech evaluator during a club meeting. Now, this is what is written in the document, but I think we will do. The purpose of the speech is for the member to present a speech and receive feedback from the evaluator. It is the second point that will be the construct for today. The time given to her is 5 to 7 minutes. Yes.
Thank you so much. Next session. The next session is the juiciest part of a grilled cheese sandwich or any sandwich. That would be the table topics. With butterflies, with all the anxiousness, let's invite Toastmaster Anand to come and start the table topic session for us. Toastmaster Anand.
Can we do it from here if all of you are okay with it?
Yeah. So we'll go to the stage.
Okay. Whoever is speaking, go to this. Digital transformation and things that are happening around us could be good, could be bad. All of us have we see so many things. All of us see the same thing or look at the same thing, but it may not be what we see may be different from what is seen.
Escapement. Let it come.
Into the slideshow.
We may look at the same thing, but what we see is different. So today my topic will be something like that. I invite Chandrasekhar ji. Tell us what you see. When I saw this photograph, I thought this can come to me because this is somebody showing in a car and automobile I relate to my heart. So when I was traveling from my seat to this place, I asked my brain to think of something so that I can speak. As usual, has two parts. The left part is told to the right part. You think I will manage till you bring all the things. So now my left part of the brain is speaking. So till my right part of my brain gets in, I think I got some answers. What I see in this is nothing but a vendor selling his product, a street vendor selling his product, and he has delivered the fruits or his product to the car person and is asking for a payment, digital payment. This shows us that we in India are so down to earth, are so lazy even to go to bank and give a check and draw cash. We just use our mobile phones to such an extent that I really don't know whether how successful this can be. This is really good, but how many people are waiting behind to grab your data, behind to grab your password and see what is there in your account and marry in your account? That's all I can just think about it. Thank you very much. Thank you. So the digital revolution has its plus and minus. There are boons and there are pains. And of course, even the street vendor knows about it. Thank you very much. That was nicely presented. Now let's go to another one. I'll put this onto you, Matt. What do you see in this?
A ball of crystal, but somewhere it reflects what's happening in the world. Today, with the UNO's sustainable developmental programs thrown all across, right from the little school child, he's also supposed to know about environment, and two big industries, they need to know about environment. The world has become a crystal ball to me. And if that crystal ball can literally reflect the truth about the longevity of the life of Earth itself, not the human beings, the longevity of life on Earth, which somewhere is getting terminated because of all of us. We are put up our red flags, and in such a situation, to have such a lovely crystal ball which reflects environment, I think is a signal to us telling turn green, think green, eat green, live green, have industries green, let the earth breathe. And all these things can happen as we progress, as we run on the digital world, as we move ahead at a breakneck speed. Everything is possible, but take care of the small little crystal ball, which is your heart, which is your life.
Actually, this came up, this idea. We were in Mysore in one of the resorts. Two families, my children were there and my friends' children were there. And when we went in, there was a duck that was going. And then my daughter was running and saying, duck, 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 duck. And my friend's son was running, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. So we look at the same things, but we see differently. So this time I'll try it a little more differently. I will give you the start of a story, and then I request you to take it forward for 2 minutes, and then you for 2 minutes, and then you for 2 minutes. So you get married and you're in a cruise ship, starts off from Goa, headed out to Lakshadweep, crystal ball, crystals everywhere. You have the fantastic cruise taking you down to Lakshadweep, and then you get down on the most pristine island possible. And while you're going in for your honeymoon there, you forgot to get back to your cruise. Now tell me how the story continues.
Wake up, wake up. We missed our cruise. What do we do now? Let's relax. There's no use crying over spilled milk. So let's convert this, let's transform this into a positive situation. What are the places that we have not seen so far? I don't know the places in Lakshadweep, but let's say there's island one that we have not seen so far. And I heard there's a lot of monkeys over there. The monkeys are friendly. I think we should go and visit that island. So we go to the island, we spend some time over there. I think the monkeys like a lot of food. So we have a lot of leftovers from our previous night's dinner. So why don't we feed the monkeys, and they'll also be happy. So we feed the monkeys, they're happy. We still have time. What do we do? Let's go snorkeling. It's a beautiful, pristine beach. There's a lot of water, clean water. So why not just dip? In fact, I don't see anybody around. Skinny dipping would be the best idea. So let's dive into it and go swimming. So at the end of the day, let's think about how we can contact the cruise again and see an alternative to get back and join them. Continue.
So on the honeymoon day, so he misses the cruise and he's still feeding the monkey.
And he's also doing skin diving. You missed that part.
Yeah, after all this, I go back to see the monkeys because I've been watching Ramayana on Sony. And only yesterday I could see Hanuman, and I saw Hanuman there. Can you believe? Such a huge height. Next moment he was so small. Actually prayed to him saying that give me your dedication, courage, strength, what all you have, your bhakti towards the Lord Rama. I was so happy that cruise went away and I could meet Hanumanji here. But there are some monkeys which are actually troubling. They're pulling away all our treasures, and I requested Hanumanji, please help us to get the cruise back. And he did like this, there came cruise. My wife was not happy to go back. She was saying, no, let's be here for some more time. But because we did prayer, Hanumanji's power, we got the cruise. We got into the cruise and they were blaming us. Where were you? What are you doing? We said, no, we went around and saw a lot of places. We met Hanuman. We missed. So I think in a way, things happen for good. Whatever happens for good. The cruise we missed, but we could meet Hanuman. So let's continue our story.
So now he's back in the cruise. he's brought the Hanuman to bring the cruise back, and he's back there. Now you continue the story.
You're on a cruise, you can go anywhere. Some
Come
story.
on, try. Try.
It's okay.
Newly
Go
married,
try.
coming out of the Lakshadweep, getting back into the cruise. Now start the story.
I think in my brain I can't express it. I can't say it.
Try.
Try. You take us. Take us to Maldives. You stand there and speak, no problem.
No idea. No, that's the story is because I can't say anything.
Okay.
Like practice, I think.
Psychaji. You take over, Shreyasi. Hanumanji has brought the cruise back, and now you're back in the cruise with your wife. And now take the story forward.
When I heard the first statement, I need to go to cruise, I remember the story of Kaho Na Pyar Hai. remember this girls and boys, they this missed out the cruise and then loitering in the island, isolated island. Now the situation turned around, back to the cruise. But personally, I would like to, if with my wife or girlfriend, I would like to visit again that isolated island. And anyway, this Hanuman, God Hanuman is there. He will help to back again to the cruise. So I need to explore the isolated island with my loved one, with my family. Forget about the surroundings. We can enjoy the full day, full night there. We can, as a non-vegetarian, we can eat anything. We can cook. We can eat the fish, the fresh fish. So for the life, and anyway, the God Hanuman will help us to go back again to the cruise. That is my takeaway from this statement. Over to you, everybody. These are kind of.
So I'll ask Rashmi about this. What do you feel of
Yes,
this? Do
Rashmi
you have time for
only.
one more?
I was just thinking about that. The lights.
It's me, Rashmi. Anyway, uh, thinking about this, I think this is somewhere where we all have to use our brains to make Earth more green. That's what I feel by looking at this. Because there is a leaf and there is also some light between the two of them. If we use it wisely, we can make the entire Earth much greener the way it is. And it is also illuminating everywhere. But I'm wondering where the wire is and how it is standing, and that is what I'm worried about here, because everything around it is dry. So I'm wondering how is it connected, and it is very well kept. So I'm trying to figure out how the photography also was taken. So I think my mind is everywhere else except on the actual message. So I think with this I'll leave the podium. I think I can go on and on with this. Thank you so much.
This was a kebab situation. We have time for one more.
No, what is that actually? Sunlight.
No, it is like where the theme is all of us have eyesights. We look at the same thing, but we see differently. So when you see a photograph, what does it strike you? What do you think about it?
I think the more you think.
Yeah, you can try definitely.
You can try anything.
You could have tried.
Just
Yeah.
try something.
Whatever you see. Okay, try this.
There you go. Try this.
Now try this.
That is digital India.
Come on.
Next time I can prepare that.
No,
There is no preparation for this. That's why it is tabletop. There is no preparation. You saw me
I will
rambling.
let them turn into
You
a
saw
social
me
work.
rambling. You'll be better than this. Go.
No.
Just go. Yeah, just go with it. Go.
Take it.
Whatever
You are in the social
I
work.
rambled.
Huh?
You will think something that may look social work. I am thinking kebab.
That's what I'm saying. And the more you see, the more you start thinking. So go on.
So he's a beggar. I think he has a advanced phone. I think it is phone or some. You can say that card. Beggars are one using. Yes.
Card swiping machine.
Might be.
Can't say.
Pose. So it shows that beggars are advanced now with machines and still they want to beg, need money. Some.
What does it imply? इसका मतलब क्या है? For the country, what does it mean? progressing? Are we going back? What are your thoughts on that? Just add those two things. I will curse the beggar.
No, it's nice thing. Well, this is good thing. They can just get some beginnings and the way to speak. No, just that's the idea. But still now we have to get some we need to go through such things and get prepared. We thought that we won't get worse.
I'll go to the last one. Going back to your ad. Okay. Coming to the NITK BHIVE, 50 rupees in your petrol, 200 rupees in your car. Coming here and having some coffee and other thing, 300 rupees. Speaking here and experiencing the fun is priceless. So the MasterCard advertisement, I'm sure all of you would have heard about it. What's your priceless moment? I think you should take it.
One only, or you want one?
You can. Go ahead. Priceless moment.
Okay. Let me connect back to the other stories of Mauritius and everything, or whatever happened today, things like that. One of my most priceless moments was while I was presenting a major research paper. I heard another gentleman presenting a research paper, and what he presented, I had an opinion totally against it. Right? I did not accept what hypothesis he presented. And after the presentations were over, we sat over a cup of coffee to fight over the research paper findings. And that was a very priceless moment because post which we became life partners and we had lot many other things to do. But that was a moment of intellectualism, that was a moment of finding personal intelligence, understanding, research, design, everything put together. It was not a talk between a man and a woman, it was a talk about one's intelligence, one's intellectualism. So that's what is very priceless to me in my life.
One for me. Yeah. If your life was a novel, and what the title would be, and how would it end?
If my life was a novel, so there's a recent book that I'm reading. All of you may have heard of this writer called Scott Adams. How many of you know Scott Adams? He's the creator of Dilbert Comics. So he's also written wonderful books. So one of his books is called Reframe Your Brain. That's a book I'm reading currently. So the kind of person I am, I generally tend to think I get worried very easily. I start thinking about negative things. And that's exactly what Scott Adams covers in this book, that everyone has different issues in life. But if you can reframe the way you look at problems in life, you can, if you shift your perspective, you will find solutions to those problems. So maybe if my life was a novel, maybe I would do that. The only one place where I see I'm not able to read my brain is when I talk to my husband. Whatever he says, I disagree. Whatever I say, he disagrees. So maybe that's one application that I would, want for this book. And my life would end probably by agreeing with most of the things that my husband says. So.
Agree to disagree.
so much. Very thought-provoking topics. I think I rambled quite a bit. It was really thought-provoking. I was thinking on the spot. I think I should control that from next time. I learned a lot on that part. To our next part, which we all wait for, is a general evaluation. This is where we want to receive our feedback and want to understand where we did, how we did, and everything. Similar to what I think the digitization of India is going and asking, answering the questions like the GPS answers, where am I? And other answers, who am I? Right? So I think let's call upon our general evaluator, who is also a manufacturer consultant and who is close to completing the dynamic leadership pathway. He is the best debater of our club, and whatever role you give him, he'll do 200% of this. So let me call upon Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, the GP.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the Day. For the benefit of our guests, I am Toastmaster Chandrasekhar, and I am today playing the role of General Evaluator. And I have a main task to perform. First is to ask the evaluators to evaluate and give their feedback on the speeches. The second task is to take the report from my tag team, and the third task is to evaluate the entire program of the day. To begin with it, may I request our timer Toastmaster Anand Ramchandra to just give the timing for prepared speech evaluation. No, you have to tell about the evaluation. It is 1 to 2 minutes.
Evaluators, yes.
That's all.
Yeah, that's all. Mr. Bupaya took it very silky smooth and smoked out everything. And he cut the time. You were spot on with your 5 minutes 55 seconds. You were given 5 to 7 minutes. You did it in 5 minutes 55 seconds. Sure. The card is always full. And you did it perfectly on time. Spot on. 5 to 7 minutes. You did it in 6 minutes 30 seconds.
Thank you very much. For the benefit of everybody, the evaluator will have 1 to 2 minutes to give their evaluation report. Now, before I call upon stage the first evaluator of Toastmaster Bopaya, I would like to give a small introduction about him. What do you see when evaluating a beginner Toastmaster? He mentioned to me a very interesting point. He said, I look at the feedback implementation which was given to him in the previous evaluation. With this, I invite Toastmaster Saikat Naveen to give his evaluation report.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Bopaya, delivered today your second speech. It was fantastic. It was a powerful opening, powerful eye-catching opening. There was a contentful body and a thoughtful closer. You started with a song, and before that you delivered the ad campaign, whatever, to everyone. Visual aids you have used, very good. You started with a bang, no doubt. And your pronunciation and enunciation both were good. Your was good. And icing on the cake for me was the last. You aim your speech with the Edward model. That was very good icing on the cake for me. But you know, in NITK BHIVE, we can make our speech better always. All you need is a little fine tuning. Make your speech the bee's knees, right? So I'll add those points now. The voice modulation, your voice was very good, but it was flat throughout. What I failed. When you are singing a song, you can do your voice modulation. The time is 2 to 3 minutes with the grace period of 30 seconds for evaluation. Sometimes you are very fast. There, we missed out the pauses between, right? So pause is very important. Like in a song, we are using the interlude. Why? People can think whatever they use the lyrics. That's why pauses are very important. That I missed out. And one thing, don't use sorry. You use sorry, because this is your speech. No one knows that what will come next. So don't use sorry in your speech. If you missed out, you connect with the point later on and deliver your speech. For me, apart from this small things here and there, it was a very good speech as a first time speaker. You have very good speech. Use the stage a little bit wisely. This tires what you have. Apart from that, I have not found anything, any small, not even a flaws, not even a single flaw apart from this small things. Definitely, it will help. My evaluation will help you. May my evaluation help you in the next speech to transform your Toastmaster journey. Over to you, Kiran.
Thank you, Toastmaster Saikat Nandiji, for giving a wonderful feedback to the speaker, and also correcting me that the evaluation timing is between 2 to 3 minutes. Thank you so much. Now, may I invite Toastmaster Suparna Bhoshal to evaluate Master Nimisha. And when I asked her, what do you see? What do you see in the speaker while evaluating? She did mention so many points, but one point which caught my attention, which I think we all should also have, that is, can they camouflage a prepared speech to be as a natural one? Over to you, Toastmaster.
Okay. Do I come here or there? First of all, let me congratulate you, Toastmaster Nimisha. It was an engaging speech, right? So you were able to keep up with the rapt attention of the entire audience. That is all three things, right? If I go by the way Toastmasters look at how to give your speech a green signal, on clarity, 5 on 5. Your language, as far as the spoken English is concerned, very clear, right? No garble anywhere. Vocal variety, I love the way you brought in fun by intonating the grandma's voice. You're damn comfortable standing here. Utilization of the entire space. And you got this cart, is it? So that entire dramatization was good. You could keep up with our interest, engaged, that's where I started with. Your gestures were also fine. So if I see on overall, you cross somewhere around 90, 95. What are the points where you could better yourself? Your eye contact. Your eye contact was like going all over the town. Good. But you need to connect with somebody, at least one person in the entire audience. When you're doing an ISC, couple of people at two different notes, not in the center, right? Then it becomes a problem. You're talking only to them. So you span your eye, but you come back to a couple of notes. Otherwise, it's like you're talking to a sea. So that's where you need to correct. On a philosophical note, you are on 90 plus, okay? Your product was damn good, what you said. But what I felt, I have been to ISC speeches a couple of times. Dramatization is something which people love, okay? But if you ask me as a Toastmaster at an international level or as a speaker as you grow over your years, there are certain things which are very subtle. One is how emotionally are you connected with the entire. So I knew very well it's a prepared speech, it is written, it is dramatized, you know every bloody second that you're standing here, when does the cart move, when does it go? So it's a very automated talk. I don't see emotional involvement. Right? Emotional involvement should come from the moment you come to the stage. I'm here to speak, man. You know, that's a different way of a guide is different. The confidence is different. The way you look at the crowd is different. With a lot of humbleness. That is something which I missed on a philosophical note. If you can bring in that much, I think you're good or you're great.
Thank you very much. That was a great feedback. And look, when we give feedback, what all points we need to look into it, how we have to evaluate, and how the feedback is given. With this, two speakers, I come to an end of my first session, and let's go and take the report of my tag team in the second session. So, may I request the timer to give the timings of all the speakers and the evaluators? Modi started off beautifully, and just like her computer, she knows where to start and when to stop. 10 minutes, 10 minutes. I did very fine. I've already given your timing. When it came to table topic, Bhupaya was 1 minute, and our Ramdas ji was 1 minute 20 seconds. Sai Kutman ji 1 minute 30 seconds. Rashmi ji 1 minute, and Ghoshal ji 14. Nimisha 1:30. So all of you were on time. And evaluation time. Saikat Nandi's was 3:30, and Supriya Goshalji's 3 minutes, bang on target. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That is a very detailing, and it also implies are not utilizing our 2 minutes of table topic time. Let's do something and use that time. So that is one. Now may I request give us a report.
TO Modi in the first session, the 10 minutes, I congratulate you because you are that actually was there, your helping hands that you recovered. You are not using actually now. But however, your views are 3 times. And there is the repetition. And speaker 1 during the, speaker 1 was flawless, only you have used one. I heard one in your speech, in the 5 minutes. You have used the 5 minutes odd. I have used only one. I heard only one ah. And speaker two, in your prepared speech, you are flawless. You used one so, but it went well with the purpose. When the lady said so, what is it? That is went well with the purpose of the speech. Now in the table topic, come Ramdas ji was flawless as usual. Before going to the next table topic speaker, table topic master used twice. That is also crutch words. Toastmaster Nimisha, you used in the table topic speech, you used a 4 times, so 5 times. G used a 2 times when you called. Apart from that, it was a very good session. I am not able to, I know I have used a lot of crutch words. So if anyone noted down, they can share. Otherwise, apart from this, it was very good meeting, very good session without many hours, little bit here and there. So that's all from my side. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Saikat Bandiji. Crutch words speech. It is drafting away the communication from the real Indian. Let us all practice not to use the crutch words more. Then the last is, the report is from Grenadian, Toastmaster Suparna Goshan.
Okay, today's was a rocking speech session. Hats off to Bopaya. The reason is his tempo of talking. It's got a rhythm, you know. And in grammar, you catch the rhythm. If you can catch the rhythm, you know what is coming next. So people who are used to listening to speeches, they can catch your rhythm and they can understand. Of course, I'm from that subject, so it was a little easier for me to get on there. But then what he gave today to us is wonderful amount of words. Silky and sensory, giant bite, advisory message, shows in a good light, evangelizes, insane, trick or treat anyone, neurosensory, pharmaceutical agents, enhanced moods. And the last 3 words, believable, creditable, truthful. Your quotation was wonderful. What I liked about iStack, the India stack, is when I opened the Google and I saw India stack means presence-less, cashless, paperless, and consentless. So you are a digital image of yours in this world. That's it. So that word India stack, in understanding with the theme, is true transformation of an Indian in India. Right from the Bhikari who was holding that, that swipe machine to the CEOs. You are just a digital footprint of yours. Wonderful. Other than that, illuminating, podium, dragon look, chit-chatty, exasperative, isolated. Words used by Nimisha, our guest speaker, were also wonderful. Grammatical mistakes I did not find much, but what I found is, I think, your native pronunciation, right? So culturally we have a native pronunciation and that comes out while we talk. We cannot change that at this age. So I am not mentioning all those things, but those things, if we want to correct our children or somebody whom we know, that's something with the help of phonetics we need to correct at the age of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, correct, it can be corrected, but not at our age. At our age, glorifyingly we should use our natural accent. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suparna ji. What things in grammar people know? The words, the usage of words, how nicely you say, and what are the ways to learn that? It was quite easily told by Toastmaster Suparna.
With this, I conclude my second session of taking the feedback from my tag team. Now, the most important is overall how the meeting was there, how the meeting went. I felt very happy when the meeting was started. Bang on 7. That is the right time. We have improved. We are in the process of transforming. And I'm sure this culture of starting in time will continue. Because if we start in time, we are going to end in time. If we are going to end in time, we can go back and have dinner at home. So that is more important of things which are there. And to come back, environment, the temperature was very nice in this room. So everybody did enjoy, and I am sure that nobody could find some problem in reaching the venue. Things are very good. We did not, since we are mostly on the in-person meeting, so technical glitches were not at all there for conducting the meeting. And now coming back to the individual roles played by the team members. Sergeant at Arms started the program with a lot of enthusiasm. He did explain about the mission of Toastmasters, and he also welcomed our presiding officer and lovely president of our club. However, somewhere I felt that we should have put forward the etiquettes of to be followed in our meeting. Other than this, it was really nice to see Toastmaster Ramdas opening it with the humor also. Now, with that, I come to the presiding officer. He did ask for the minutes of the meeting, whether it was conveyed, how it was, whether the approval was there. He talked about it, and he also talked briefly about the theme of the day. The only thing is, he did mention all the three stories to connect, make, reshaping our nation in digital India. Somewhere I found that the link to connect all the things together was missing, and I could see somewhere 1, 2, 3 popping up unconnected. So any story which comes in, if it has a connection to it, it is very well taken about it. Then we had TMOD, Toastmaster of the Day. You did go deep into digital India. How it is reshaping the nation. You did mention a lot in detail. You mentioned about the past, you brought it down to the current status, and you also explained what can be achieved. That is what a theme is being really nicely explained to all us that. She also explained about the meeting structure. For most of we are familiar, but for the guests also, I hope they could understand that. Here, I saw a miss in finding a connect when one session is ending and the other session is starting. So we can say that we have ended this session and we are now going back to the next session and the next session. That can be done so that there is no ambiguity in everybody and doing that. Now coming back to our tag team, did they all do their justice to that? On the onset, yes, I would like to congratulate all the tag team members. However, timing, we need to emphasize on why the time is important for the speech, and we need to tell what is the chart or the color code we will be showing at each interval, so that the speaker is aware when he is speaking what color code of time is there and how much time I have. That is one important thing is I came to know the grammarian or the R counter.
yes, did mention the grammar, the R counter did mention about the grammars and all. Probably a little more in detail would have helped the guests also to know how uh, the role of R counter is. Grammarian, no words. She did speak about word of the day also, and also requested everybody to use that, but we did not use, some of them did not use. Now coming to the feedback session, what happened with everybody, feedback session given by the evaluators. Yes, Saikatji, Toastmaster Saikat Mandi did a very good feedback, and I'm sure it is well taken by Toastmaster Bopaya. Also, Toastmaster did give a strong and useful feedback to you, and I'm sure you will be able to implement all those feedbacks and prepare much more effective speech at the coming things. Team or NITK BHIVE core team is that we should have a meeting or a training session for each tag role or each person role who is playing, so that we keep into the focus and we prepare and give. I'm sure that would be considered with the exam team and they would do it. Otherwise, I really loved the table topic session, was really nice, a new way, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you very much for that. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Think we are in the process of collecting the votes. As we collect the votes, I think I have a couple of ending comments on the digital India. We're all using technology. Let's use the technology in such a way that we control the technology and technology doesn't control us. Because we are going to be, as we move forward, we are going to be exposed to more and more parts of the technology, whether it is apps, whether it is OTT, whether it is whatever it is, of being broadband, we will be using more of technology. And the new thing which is coming up in AI is you can talk in any language and converse with it. That is what they're looking at, because India has so many languages. With these things coming up, I think if we get more involved in that, technology will control us. So let's be careful with digital India, although it's so good, and with all the boons and things, let's also be in control of ourselves. With that, I would like to give the podium. I would like to call upon the presiding officer, Toastmaster Saikat.
Thank you. Madam Toastmaster of the Day. Now we are discussing about a lot of things, like digital India, digital transformation, vision for future. But we should not forget that the touch of the touch screen cannot be replaced by the, it cannot replace the touch on the mat. That we need to remember. Definitely should go with the digital transformation, but this small thing we need to remember. Don't rely upon the touch of the touch. This also.
But yeah, very nice.
Thank you. Before concluding the meeting, a couple of announcements I need to do. And before declaring the result of the meeting, to declare something. That lot of requests that we need to conduct the education session, the full overall conduct of the meeting. Definitely in the next meeting, we're conducting one education session on speech, how to draft a speech, how to deliver a speech. Also, we are planning to conduct one education session on the conduct of the meeting, tag role, starting from the essay, everyone. We can do in the next meeting. right? VP Education. Yes, VP Education also given the permission. That we are doing in the next meeting. And this, our speech contest at the club level, the date has been finalized, it's 20th of March. 20th of March, because most of the members given the permission for 20th, they selected the 20th of March. So we'll go with that. Now it's time for the result.
Mr. Ambedkar.
Yes, please. I'll start with the best assignee award. That is the tag award. None other than the grammar Nazi, Bengal Tiger, Toastmaster Suparna Ghoshal. Wait, please. The best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Suparna Ghoshal. It is not yet over, don't see. The best evaluator, Toastmaster Suparna Ghoshal.
Thank you so much.
Now you can see.
Congratulations to you.
Now it's time for the best Toastmaster. There is a tie. Yes, tie. There is a tie. The best Toastmasters are, for our 202 meeting, Toastmaster Chandrasekhar and the table topic master, Toastmaster Anand. Congratulations, both of you. And the best speaker, last but not the least, the best speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Nimisha.
If not for her, you would have taken it.
Yeah, very true, very true.
But man, you got some vocab. It's damn good. It's damn good.
Let's close the meeting, right?
Yeah, one.
Close the meeting and say. I'll sign on your behalf.
This is special. Surprise.
Special gift.
Wow. We are maintaining the body team in our system. That is one team leader and group leader. There are 4 teams. So every month we are giving the gifts.
Every month Saikat will only get the money.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Now our team is weak, so we will not get every month. For the January month, best team is Saikas team, my team, Toastmaster Saikas team.
So we can put money in the
How much? Oh, I decided 1,000, right?
That's for your team.
Yeah, for our team.
It's getting recorded.
And the best Toastmaster for the January month is Toastmaster Ramdas. And for February, the best team, any idea, any guess?
Rashmi, what is there to check?
Yeah, Toastmaster. Got a very powerful team.
Our team member. Thank you.
See, for my team only I am here present today. And best
Our team.
Best
Because
Toastmaster
otherwise we
is,
could not
who is the
have-
best Toastmaster? Any guess? Not from your team.
Okay, let's go back. That's okay. Let's go back.
Who is the best Toastmaster?
Chandrasekhar
Yes,
Prasanna.
Toastmaster.
You know, when did all these things happen?
It's been happening over
My suggestion for this money, whatever we are getting, my suggestion, entirely my suggestion, we can accumulate all the money and end of the term we can have something big.
Gala event.
Yeah, gala event.
Where is our monies? Last to last year winning monies?
That is we have used. We have already that MG Road one.
I was not
We
there.
were not there that time, so we have conducted to the Ramdas. You also were not there.
Twice
Yeah.
we won.
We will discuss.
Twice I won. None of the
So
times I
with
was-
this, I'm concluding the meeting number 202 of NITK BHIVE Toastmasters Club. You can close the